First person up, you guys go on simultaneous pounds, waist high. Okay, simultaneous pounds, waist high, as fast as you can. Ready, go. Next person, go ahead. Coach often said this, with the younger guys, you may just want to get them started first and give them 2 or 3 seconds to dribble stationary and then let them go. Because otherwise they'll probably struggle, especially 5th and 6th grade. They'll really struggle with just getting the dribbling going, okay? Second one, alternate pounds, go waist high. Alternate pounds, go. Also, call out numbers. If I can stand over here and say 1, hold my fingers up, they can call out the numbers. That's a great way to make sure that their head is up the entire time. Now you guys are going to go ahead, you're going to go simultaneous control. You're going to go knee high on this, okay? Simultaneous control, knee high. Notice they have to slow down for this because it's obviously a much lower to the ground dribble. You can't just sprint when you do this. Now you guys are going to go alternate control, knee high, at the knees, okay? At the knees. This is alternate control, knee high. Ball at the knees, ball at the knees. They want to try to get as many pounds as they can in. Okay, the last one that we're going to show, this is called the resistance. Partner push, basically. It's the resistance dribble. This will really wear them out, okay? You guys have done, those of you guys that have done this before, go ahead. The first person come out, he's going to put his hands, Isaac's got his hands on Jack's shoulders, and he's going to try to push him back in the other direction, okay? You can do this simultaneous. You can do this alternate. Trust me when I tell you this. That is a workout, okay? They're trying to get as much resistance and handle the basketball as they can. Spread out. This first one we call pull the chair. We'll put a set time up, usually around 20 to 30 seconds. And the partner, you guys can watch this right here. Go ahead and show him pull the chair. You guys did this last year. He's got his hands around his waist, and he's going to try to act like he's pulling a chair out from underneath of him. Okay, stop. Go ahead and switch. They got to keep the dribble the entire time. Go. And this should be one where they're getting after it. They should not be nice to each other in this drill. Stop. Okay, you guys look like you guys are all best friends in here. Let's stop being best friends and let's really get after it for about 10 seconds and pull the chair. All right? Get after it. Ready? Go. Get after it. You got to push it to make it better. You want to throw it to the ground if you have to. Hold on to the ball. Stop. That's a little bit more like it. Okay. Next one we're going to call is wrist slaps here. All right, the first person go ahead and dribble the basketball, and the partner is just going to slap the top of the wrist. If you watch Eggs at Brandstetter, he's just going to slap the top of the wrist as much as he can, try to knock the ball away. Everybody go ahead and go. These are wrist slaps. Go ahead and switch hands, go with right hand, slap these wrists. Okay? Making them control the basketball when somebody's Into the wrist. Go ahead and switch it up. Wrist slaps, go. This is a little bit more what it ought to look like right here. He's getting right after that wrist, going right after his hand. Switch. Go the other hand. All right, stop. Go ahead, same dribble here. Now you guys are going to go arm slaps. Now instead of just focusing on the wrist, we're going to focus on the arm. We're going to really try to pull his arm here. Get out of his arm. Get out of the arm. Physical on the arm. Go ahead, switch. Be physical on the arm. Physical. Be physical here. Knock his arm. Switch people. Switch hands here. Okay, stop. Now the last thing is this. We really pride ourselves a lot on our ability to pivot the basketball and play triple threat. We call this being boss of the ball. And we know this when we go up against Webster Groves, we go up against a team that's going to just get all over us. We do this drill a lot to get us prepared for teams like that. Okay? For this drill, this is just pivots versus pressure. Eggs is going to go ahead. He's got to try to keep that right foot pivot, and he's going to do anything he can to knock him off of that pivot. It's a war. Basically what that is. It's just pivots versus pressure. He needs to make sure he can keep that basketball in his hands, in a vice, and everybody else do whatever they can to pound and knock it away. We're not going to punch each other in the face or anything like that, not on purpose. We're going to get very, very, very aggressive. The 4 layups that we try to teach all of our kids, as we said earlier, is the speed layup, the power layup, the jail move, and the jump the curve. 5th and 6th grade should really only focus on the speed layup and the power layup. 7th and 8th grade should look to try to include the jump the curve and the jail move. We must teach kids to catch and pivot into the defender to create space. Okay? Catch with the defender, into the defender, create that space. You gotta do a good job. We call this a little jab step. Every time we do a move to try to get to the basket, we start with a jab step. Okay? We have to create that space. Because if we do a jab step, coach, come here. He's got the ball, he's going to jab step into me. That backs me up. Now when he brings it back, now I come at him, and as I'm coming at him, now he can drive by me. Okay? Kids that aren't very fast, they can get by people this way. Jack Madsen drove by a ton of people last year. Jack wasn't very fast, but because he utilized this move, he was able to get to the basket against kids that were much more athletic than he was. So what we're looking at here, again, that's that jab step, and the next thing we're going to show is the knuckle scrape or the facial move. We never want anybody to hold the basketball right here at their waist because any defender can put their hands on it. He's got to have the ball either up and around his face here when he pivots across. That's what we call a facial. He's going to bring it across his face because every defender is not going to put their hands up here. They play defense right here. That's what they're all taught. And the other one is going to be the knuckle scrape. He brings the ball down low and he almost puts the ball on the floor as if he's going to scrape his knuckles against the floor to rip through low. If you think about what a defender's going to do, they're going to reach if they're looking at the basketball. If they reach, they're off balance and he can get to the basket against that. So if they just catch, you put them in layup lines and they're just catching the basketball and going to the basket and shooting a layup, they're not doing anything game line, we're not making them any better. He's center. Now if you think about this, again, you can do speed layups with this, you can do power layups with this, you can do the jail move with this, or you can go ahead and do jump and curves with this. Okay? Really focus on creating space. And again, that knuckle scrape, get low with the basketball, make it move to get to the basket. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and go to the facial. Facial and jab step, get into it, bring the ball right across his face to get to the basket. Jab step into him, bring the ball right across his face, get to the basket. He's going to jab step, bring the ball across the face, get to the basket. All right, stop. Base spots for our 4-out-1 in offense. Okay? So every time that we do a layup drill, we probably want to do it out of these spots right here. Okay? We always have our 5-man running down here to the block unless he grabs the rebound. It'll be the trailer. I'll show you that stuff here in a little bit. But basically, this is the 5. And I say the block, it's actually the hash. You want to give him space to go ahead and use the baseline. If he runs down to the block, he doesn't have any space whenever he turns baseline. Okay? This is our point. Our 5 usually runs down the floor right in line with our point guard. Our 2 and our 3 take the wings. They are interchangeable pieces. It doesn't matter if you're a 2 or if you're a 3. It really doesn't matter. And then this is what we call our trailer spot, which is kind of our 4-man. Okay? And you'll see that we utilize different aspects of where these guys are on the floor within our offense. You guys, Will, you can go ahead and take a seat here. Off to the side here. We're going to show you a couple of layup drills here. First one is going to be a front cut. We're going to do a front cut to a speed power layup on the right side and the left side. You two guys can go ahead and come off the side. Coach Hoffman, can you get on defense right here? 2 things that you guys are going to see here. What we want to teach kids to cut to the basket, we got to teach them how to cut to the basket. So Eggs is going to go ahead. He's going to V-cut to get open. Okay, he V-cuts to get open. Now, he's got a jab step to get into his guy if he bosses the ball. Notice that Coach Hoffman does not jump to the ball defensively. Okay? Brandstetter, right here, he needs to make Coach Hoffman think he's going to do something besides cut. Okay? He can't just cut straight to the basket. If you're going to cut, you want to make the defense think you're setting a screen. If you want to screen somebody, you want to make the defense think that you're making a cut. So make them think you're going to do the opposite. So Brandstetter is going to go ahead and he's going to try to set up Coach, and that's where he front cuts him to get to the basket. Okay? So what you want to do whenever you get into layup lines like this, you would want to get a line up here to the top. Guys, go ahead and give me a line up here to the top. And give me a line underneath. V-cut line and the layup line. So you put them in a V-cut line, put them in a layup line. Now we're working on V-cuts to get the basketball. You can even put a coach over here to get on them. Go ahead, he's going to V-cut, get open, get the basketball. Jab step, be strong with it. Now they're going for their speed layup. And they should be working again on slowing down